it just dawned on her that, okay,
But this is what I've done.
this is what I've
I
actually
just
done.
let 100 men.
Exactly.
Random guys.
So that's not only sex, it's that there's this spiritual stuff that's happening there and all that.
And the sad part is these days people want a quick buck.
Oh yes.
No one is really willing to put in the effort to make money. They want a quick buck.
You can't exactly just always come clean about my HIV state. I am HIV positive, but I'm not gonna always just say
That's
it
the
to any
thing.
guy and every guy.
In
The motherland, the African man. Long as I'm alive, I'ma make a plan. Strongholds to break, got long walks to take, got no votes to make, but don't bet, we pray. Hey, African man, yeah. The African male iris through the eye of an African male.
And just to support the craziness of modern society, I don't know if you guys have heard about these OnlyFans girls who are trying to. There's a world record of how many men they've slept with in a day.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
kind of
there's
read
that
about-
girl who did
a
she
thousand.
did like a marathon of like 100 guys or something.
100 guys, that's British Lily Phillips. There was actually a documentary on her where a full documentary of her saying, I want to just, tribute to my followers. And so it was her followers mostly.
Who are actually part
This is in
of
the UK, and men flew in from Switzerland, from all over Europe, who follow her on OnlyFans, just to have a 5-minute sex session with her.
So everyone was timed at 5 minutes.
5 minutes, yeah. So
That's not
you know
enough
what?
time.
The funny part is, she was saying she.
Not enough time. I'm just saying.
So funny enough, after it happened, after the whole ordeal,
Dude, I saw that.
yeah, after the whole deal, so the guy was now asking her, so how do you feel? And so it was hectic. Some guys were saying, I flew all this way, but you're just giving me this little time. And so I was feeling bad. I was feeling like I needed to give other guys more time, etc., etc. But at the end of it all, she was emotionally drained. Like, there's a point where she just broke down.
She was so
and
sad.
she was crying,
She was crying.
Yeah.
And now I think also it just dawned on her that, okay,
But this is what I've done.
this is what I've
I
actually
just
done.
let 100 men.
Exactly.
Random guys.
So that's not only sex, it's that there's this spiritual stuff that's happening there and all that, but it comes back to the craziness of modern society
And
today.
and one thing that is bothering the most, then that kind of person is labeled as an influencer. What are they influencing?
That's
Yes. No, you're right.
that's like that's the conversation that we always
Modern
have.
day prostitution.
Yeah, around how
That's
these
sad,
young
man.
girls don't realize that the platform that they've been given is so powerful that whatever you do or say has the potential to influence a whole generation of young
yes.
girls that are
Not
coming up.
potential, it actually
It
is.
actually
is.
has.
It is like me growing up, I had posters of Ronnie Coleman all over my bedroom.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
and you're like, I want to be like Ronnie.
I want to be like Ronnie. I want to fly to the States. I'm going to become a bodybuilder and become a cop like Ronnie. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing with these girls.
Yeah.
Right? They're seeing these girls with BBLs. They're flying all over the world. They're doing whatever they're doing. Then they're getting influenced by that.
Right.
They want that same lifestyle. And the sad part is these days people want a quick buck.
Oh yes.
No one is really willing to put in the effort to make money. They want a quick buck. And where does that where does that end? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what people don't realize is,
even like the young boys, I've seen, like the forex traders, these influencers, claiming to have made a quick buck by doing things that they are not actually doing.
Yeah.
And yet in the background they're scamming people and the likes.
But remember, that's the thing, Slim. You paint a different picture, but behind the picture is the real you.
The real thing.
You get what I mean?
Right.
Like it said, like especially for these young girls. Right now, these young girls from maybe 16 to 22, 23, 24. You are hot property, you are hot, everybody wants you. The moment you get to 25, 26, no one wants you.
No one
Because there's a new batch.
Oh yes, that's
Yeah,
coming
That's
up.
there's
Come up.
always a new
There's
batch.
always a new batch that has come up.
New stock.
Yeah,
understand
there's
what I mean?
always a new batch.
And imagine being proud to be referred to as stock. We knew stock is for the shops and all that, you know what I mean? But now women are being referred to as hey, Buddha, it's very stock. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy, you know. But it's the modern world,
And
bro.
this same girl, the UK one, apparently it's the parents that handle the finances.
The parents that handle the finances.
It's crazy, bro.
They know.
Finances from OnlyFans.
Yeah. And even this thing that she did with the 100 men, the parents were part of the team.
Yeah.
She's got a team of 9 or 10 people that work for her.
I wonder how that
assistants.
conversation went.
The parents handle the money.
Like
That's
when
where
she
it-
started
That's
OnlyFans.
where it
Oh,
is, as
mom,
they say one
dad.
thing, you know.
so-
People think selling a soul for $1 is joining the Illuminati or what.
This is selling your
What you
soul.
do to get the money is selling your soul for $1.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That is crazy.
So it's crazy. People don't understand that concept.
So
And
parents
she's
are actually...
she's probably gonna get married. Like, I don't know.
It's crazy.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, there's
gonna
someone
get
looking at her like...
No, there's like an
Yeah.
innocent Slim that's going to come along and
Slim and innocent. what? No. Please don't put those two words
there's like an
together.
innocent Slim
There's
that's
this
going to
like-
come
An
along.
innocent Slim.
There's this funny meme, right? Where there's a lady lying on the bed and there's guys lined up.
Oh yeah, and then
The last
one
guy is
that has
holding
the
flowers.
flowers.
Yes,
at the end.
know what I
I
mean?
know that picture. Yeah.
So some of these things, people take them as it's a meme, it's just what it is. But if you look at the deeper meaning, it's actually preaching what is happening in this world.
That's so
For
true.
sure. There's actually a church where there's a pastor at a church who was advising the men. Whenever he would have men's ministry, he'll tell the men, guys, do not go for the single women in my church.
Oh,
He's like, all these women who were partying and having that kind of life.
What?
Now they're just coming here
Yeah.
to
find-
find that
find
guy
good
who's
men.
just going to then settle down. He's
So
like,
wait, so he says that about his own.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's true. Because when you
He's
look
like,
at it,
yeah, he's like these girls, they come, he hears things firsthand, right? They'll come and say, this is my past, this is what I've done, what past. So he's telling the boys, dude,
stay
Don't
away.
do it.
He's like, stay away.
Don't get a church girl.
I like him for being upfront because
Yeah, it's being truthful.
in their late teens, in their 17, 18s, 21, 22, 23, they are partying. Sometimes
They're doing
they
the
leave
most.
club every night with a different dude.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
When now she sees that my prime time is up, now she's going to church to find a decent.
That brother.
You know, I remember when I was back in high school, there's a friend I sneaked out of, sorry, mom and dad. Sneaked out of the house, right? Went to a club. And it was my first time experience. And the person we saw there, like, she was dressed in this skanky, like, leopard print outfit.
Right.
You know what I mean? And this young girl, she used to wear glasses. She's, geekish and all that during the day in school days. And you're like, yo, this is
At night,
girl.
that's
good
right.
girl.
Right.
But the way we saw her dressed, bro, in that club that night with the dude, like,
Changed your
Twice her
life.
age.
twice as easy.
3.
And we're like, and he was like,
She was with
"No,
a slim."
I'm always telling you guys, you don't want to do this nightlife. You're always talking about church and stuff.
You need
These
to
are the
see.
girls you see in church and you think they're proper girls.
Wow.
What they do over the weekend is crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's crazy. It's sad. You know what I mean?
What advice would you give to the gents right now in terms of selecting a woman in the modern day society?
Selecting a woman in the modern day society is tricky. To be honest,
Yeah.
you just have to pray and leave
You leave it to
give you
God.
the right
I'm
woman.
telling you.
There's nothing.
Nothing
because
you can
There's
do.
nothing you can
You
do.
can have somebody.
I'm being honest.
Like varsity students.
Right.
They'll be partying every weekend.
yes.
Random guys every weekend and stuff. But she's focused. You know what I mean? When she finishes, she's now in corporate. She's a working girl. She now wants a stable guy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because all those things she wanted guys to afford for her,
She can now afford for herself.
And trust me, after that girl would be as straight lady that when you meet, you'll be like, mama, I found the one.
I've got a question though. When you meet someone that you want to settle down with, right? Are you settling down with that person, or you're settling down with the person that they were before?
No.
Do you get
that's
what
a
I
strong
mean?
point. Yeah. No, he's just saying, how do you avoid? You understand?
I hear you. For me, right?
And I'm saying you can't avoid it.
You really
just
can't.
have to pray to God.
The best, and
and
also give it time. I feel like the longer you get to know someone, the more you actually see who they really are.
But like what you said, Slim, you
100%.
say a deep fact that are you marrying who she is or what she was?
Yes,
Understand?
yes.
Like, if you want to be honest here, gents, right?
Right.
We all were at one point teenagers. We're all 21.
Everyone has had a past.
We've always
Yeah.
done those dark things as well. Everyone's got a dark past. Understand? And trust me, it's a blessing from God for you to realize that what I'm doing is wrong and wanting to change.
Need to change.
You understand what I mean? And then there are special cases of then what he's saying, that there are people, not that they want to change, but they see that the biological clock is ticking.
It's ticking.
Let me now go to church to get a decent guy. This person hasn't changed, but it's circumstances that has brought her to church. So now what I was saying earlier to you was like, there are those girls, trust me, I don't judge. I'll never do that. I've once sat with a young girl and spoke to her, and she gave me her reasons of why she did what she was doing at that time. Some of these stories are sad.
They're broken.
You can actually justify her doing what she's doing. You understand what I mean? Some girls don't do it because they want to. They do it because that's the only option they've got.
Yeah.
You understand? As much as opposed to guys who steal or whatever, some of them don't steal because they want to, but they have no options. That's why the Bible says, judge not. Because before you walk 5 steps in my shoes, you don't know why I'm doing what I'm doing. You understand? So hence I'm saying, getting a good woman, these parting years or whatever, doesn't mean she's not a good person.
That's true.
You understand? Actually, some of those years will mold her to be a mother, will mold her to be a good woman.
That's true.
Because now when she's talking to her daughters, and she knows
knows
about the
exactly.
game.
Yeah, she's
You know what I
been
mean?
there before.
She's been there. But then
I think to answer what Slim was asking, I think when you meet someone, you almost have to decide and make peace with the fact that we are starting a thing that's new.
yes.
You know, because like you rightfully said, you know, we've all got a past, they've got a past.
Exactly.
And if you go in there with the clarity of we have an opportunity to build something, then it's always a better mindset to go in with, because you are accepting of whatever was in your past was in your past, and for whatever reasons you did what you did, you know. But like, I think the key thing is always getting to know someone and taking your time with it.
Yeah.
Because when you actually do, when you actually do get to know someone and you let them be, and you create an environment that's comfortable for them to be themselves, you will always get to see who they are.
They will reveal themselves.
Because time will do that. Time will do that for everybody.
But you know, there's this
always
line,
does.
I don't know if you know that track by 50 and G Unit and Joe Thomas.
Right,
I know I want to get to know you.
Oh, I want to get to know you.
50 said, F what happened before you.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Because whatever happened before you met that person is nothing to do with you.
Right.
Right? You're meeting this person, like we've just agreed on that we all have a past. Imagine if she starts digging also in your past.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah, I actually have a friend who's going through something similar to that, like with the girl that he's seeing. There's a lot of old chats coming up. There's a lot of...
But
so
I guess it comes
it's
down to what someone reveals.
Exactly.
If she's not up and honest now about certain things, and then you get to find out, that's where the problem.
But
sometimes comes.
it can be a problem. It cannot be a problem. if I'm
I
being
mean,
honest.
it just depends with the mindset, like I said, because
Because now what
you
you're
also
so-
don't want to lead with like the darkest stories.
Yes, you understand.
And yet,
Plus, at the end
That's
of the
true.
day,
yeah,
That's true.
what prayer was saying, you want to start from where you are going forward.
yes,
So if you take it upon yourself to dig in the past, you're bound to find skeletons. And then it's up to you whether you like them or not. But now you can't then judge going forward based on past experiences.
Yeah.
It's rather better to judge based on from
When you met.
When you met.
when you met going forward.
exactly.
Or maybe when you decide that, you know what, maybe you met. You know, sometimes you can meet with someone, it's a fling, it's something. Then you find you like each other. Then it turns out into something serious. So I guess from the point you're saying now, we are taking this to that level where we are saying this is now a relationship. You know, you lay all your cards there. You understand? This is
Exactly.
me.
That's where
this
my
is
point
how I
lies, to
am.
say,
You know, then
I've
you
been
know what I
through-
mean?
it's-
You get what I mean? It doesn't necessarily need like for you to go into detail and all that, but it's just like, you know what, I have
Yeah,
a dark past
exactly.
that if you find out about it, you're not gonna like it. But do you have to be bothered about my past, or are we moving like what prayer was saying? We're starting something new, right? We all agreeing that we've got a dark past that we are not proud of, but we are willing to change for what we have going forward.
Because I feel like sometimes you might not be ready for what they did, and yet they could have grown from that, and they've, it was a mistake, or it was something that was regrettable. It was something that was unfortunate.
So that reminds me of something where they say there's a time to reveal the truth. If you reveal the truth too early, sometimes it's not received well.
Exactly.
But if you reveal the truth at a certain point where you are at a certain space, that person might receive it from a point of understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I can-
and it's I mean, like there's stuff that's always so complicated with human behavior that it might not be as easy as you need to come clean about your past, so I come clean about my past, and then we figure out if the thing is going to work, because things can happen. I mean, you could have like killed someone but in self-defense, but there was a rumor that you're a murderer.
Oh, yeah.
And then the real story is that it was self-defense, but then maybe only 3 people really know the self-defense
the
part of
actual
it.
story.
Yeah.
And then people start looking like, prayer is probably like a serial killer or something like, and then that becomes the thing. And then now we have to come clean with our cards. And then I say, yeah, I killed someone. And then maybe it triggers them because their father was murdered.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
Then they're like, I
same
can't
as-
be with someone like that. Like the intricacies of life can get twisted. Yeah.
I guess we can do our closing remarks.
Of
now.
course. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
guys.
Mike, what you wanted
No, I
to
just
say?
wanted to
something,
say,
yeah.
like, me as a teenager, right?
Uh,
I was this pretty fly lady, I ended up dating her around, 2 or 3 months down dating without even knowing she's a single mother, And you know how it is, Slim, you know how it is.
Yeah,
All
when
you
you're
guys
young.
know how
Oh,
it is.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
dating a
once you
single
find
mom.
out she's a single
Especially
mom,
back in our
it's a
day
big
with our
taboo.
parents.
Yeah, it's a big thing.
But for me now, I kept on hearing it, right?
Right.
And for some reason, the very night I wanted to ask the lady about the child, is the very night she said, you know what? There's something I need to tell you. I've got a kid. But you know how it is in our society. So for me, to get to a point whereby I can reveal this to you, I didn't know which direction we're taking, where we're heading. I can't meet a guy and all the guy meet, hey, I've got
And
a
I
kid,
tell
I've got a kid.
every guy
Exactly.
that I'm
I'm
trying
not proud
to
of
get to
having
know.
a child at a young age. I was still in school. So, but I love my son.
Right.
You understand? If it means you're going to break up with me because of my son,
Then so be it.
Because he's one person I know is never going to leave my side.
What we need to also discuss in an upcoming episode, because we're about to round off, is the same concept, but also with like your HIV status.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because I saw some girl saying
That's like a very
you can't exactly just
important.
always come clean about my HIV state. I am HIV positive, but I'm not gonna always just say
That's
it
the
to any
thing.
guy and every
Yeah.
guy.
And
But-
and the funny thing about it is, you can't come you can't say that to everyone that you're dating, but also at the same time, you need to disclose your status
At some point, yes.
their, not at
But-
some point. I mean, with the nature of today's engagements, right? Half of the time, not even half of the time, most of the time,
It doesn't take
most
time.
of the time,
I
it doesn't
think
take
we
time
need to.
get
I think we need
you
to
know.
park. I think we need to park that one.
That
for-
was an
Well, our time is out.
episode. It's an
You can
episode.
find that on the time is out, but I don't know if I'll be available for that or not.
You can
have
come
to be.
No, but what I'm just saying is, there are certain things you don't have to wait for 2 minutes to disclose.
to disclose. Yeah.
Because you have to give someone a choice.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah, to
Because
go
if you
forward
don't
with it or
disclose
not.
something like that, you are making your choice not to, and you're stealing mine.
Yeah.
You're not giving me the opportunity.
For sure.
That's why.
No,
you
but
see-
then, Mike,
The
what,
danger
what,
with that-
what your ex girlfriend did by waiting to see if this relationship is going in the right direction is exactly the same thing that this girl was
But
saying
Prayer,
about.
Let me just say, closing on that.
Right.
You said it's an episode.
Something that
of
will
Yes,
really
yes,
speak.
yes, yes.
Closing on that is a simple statement. A child is a part of the woman that doesn't affect me. But your status is something
Directly
that
affects.
directly
Yeah, no,
affects
no,
your
no.
health.
I get
face.
that, but I'm saying
get
that.
what I mean?
But I'm saying that there's. I don't think that it's fair that anybody, every woman who's HIV positive,
Not every woman and man who's HIV
yes,
positive.
any guy or any person who is HIV positive doesn't necessarily have to give that away right at the beginning.
But you need to
on
be
the first date.
You need to be celibate until you do.
Yeah, that's the thing.
No, of course. Yeah,
yes,
I mean,
yeah,
of course, yeah.
There's certain
But
things that-
nowadays, let's be honest, people who go on a date,
yeah,
maybe
that
they
very
hit things
day.
off after that very date.
Then they're already
Which place are
doing
we
the
going to, yours
things.
or mine? You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but usually if it's a first date and you're gonna smash, you're obviously gonna
You
use
have
protection.
to say.
But
No,
still,
no,
even
no,
in-
Okay, whoa,
There's no way you can
Fuck it,
indulge
fuck it.
before.
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay, let's close it
On
off.
that
Let's
note,
close it off. Let's keep it for the next episode.
That's
Oh
gonna
my
be
God.
the next one, definitely.
And,
Definitely
Yeah.
gotta
and
talk
that's
about
gonna be a
it.
heated one. Now.
That's
Yeah.
definitely
It's
gonna be a good one.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's gonna be- it's
Ladies
gonna
and
be
gentlemen, we'd like to thank you so much for watching. If you've watched this far, we want to thank our guests. My name is Prayer Soul.
I'm DJ Tino.
Slim.
And the special guest,
Right.
Mike.
Yeah, and our special guest, Mike. We'd like to thank you guys. Please let us know what topics you would like for us to discuss in the comment section. Also, like and subscribe and share the clips and the episodes that you'd like with friends and family. We appreciate you guys, and we thank you so much every time you watch. It gives us the energy to keep going. So thank you so much. Please share, and yeah, we'll see you on the next one where we discuss this juicy topic.
Next one.
All right, later.
later.
The motherland, the African man. Long as I'm alive, I'ma make a plan. Strong hosts to break, got long walks to take, got no votes to make, but don't bet, we pray. Hey, African man, yeah. The African male iris.